I probably shouldn't do this as a browser. I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? What I really need is to figure out how to get this. Other browser. All right, I want to add a source. It's going to be a window capture. We will call this Flutter Chrome capture. Hit OK. We're going to select this. Capture cursor, client area. I think that's what I want. Hit OK. Then I come back to here. I want to add a scene that already exists. We want to call it Flutter. Hey, there it is. All right, now we're cooking. Except it's over my face. I don't want it to cover my face. Okay, so how do I fix that? Flutter. I want to move this like here, I guess. And then I come back to here. That's a little better. It's not quite what I wanted to do, though. Is that what I want? I mean, that works. It's not how I want this scene set up, because I want the... Oh, man, I wish I knew how to use OBS. Let's see here. I almost want this to fit, transform, fit to screen. Okay, maybe that's what I want. So then if I come back to here, I can... No. I'll figure this out. I swear. Maybe. Let's see. Transform. Stretch to screen? Ooh, that might be it. That might be it. Because then I can do... Ooh, no. I don't get it. All right. Well, I tried. So I'm just going to put it back to fit to screen. And then I can resize this. Okay, this might work. Like that. Okay. So then this, when I resize it, what happens? All right, whatever. So I'll just do this. All right, good enough. We can see the app. All right. So I was in the middle of making sure this connected to my Firebase database for multiplayer. So we can host a room, except I think I have Firebase turned off right now. Ooh, this will be tricky doing this live because I don't want to leak my Firebase codes. I'm pretty sure there's some bugs. You know what? I should stay focused on the local development. I can always do multiplayer offline. Because I don't want... I don't think this is a long-term solution. So if I start a game, what? So we have Mike, Jack, Nick, Mark. Mike, Jack, Nick, Mark show up in the history. Let's see. Let's lose some life, gain some life, lose some life. Now let's check the history. I'm also not a huge fan of the 2-click system here. All right, I want to see the history of this game. 1-click, 2-click. So I might want to move that back to up here. I gotta think about that one. This could just be results. So I could still have this here, but maybe it's read only. Because right now you can modify this. And maybe the results page is read only. And then I can have a modifiable history next to the undo button. Next turn, next turn. Hey, I want priority. Pass priority, next turn. No, I want priority. No, you give me priority. I am the priority now. Pass priority, next turn. Okay, we got all kinds of turns. Well, this is an issue because it keeps showing up as turns when sometimes it's not a turn, it's a priority. So I gotta get that cleaned up. Okay. 12 actions. Is that true? 1, 2. Oh, there's 12 turns. Okay, that looks true. Let's see. We'll do an action here, an action here. Okay, that should be 4 more actions. 16. That looks good. That looks good. How's this looking? I also want to make it more clear who is being targeted and who is doing the targeting, which makes me think, what do I do about this? This is so not user friendly. Ooh, I forgot to do my audio tests. I have no idea. Every time I don't do my audio checks, something goes wrong. And I'm also worried that my video recordings are not recording my app, so I should probably check that too. I am talking so that I can get some audio. Okay, that music's way too loud. I knew I should have checked. All right, this is me talking normally. Is that annoying if this is all the way up? It might be. Maybe I turn that down just a smidge more. All right, now how's the audio? Test, test, test. Okay. Audio is lower, that's good. All right, so now we're not annoying anyone who happens to come by. Hopefully. Maybe they just think I'm annoying in general. If so, I do deeply apologize. Testing YouTube audio here. Don't mind me. All right. I think that's good. All right. Sweet. I also need to make sure that my recording of my desktop is picking up my app, because I'm almost certain it is not. So I'm going to swap to this real quick, which is what's being recorded. And I am going to add my app to it. Which was what? Flutter? Okay. So then I'll do this. How's that look? Or is it better? Is it better to have it like centered? Bottom? It just occurred to me that my vertical stream won't see this at all. How do I? Oh no. This is on localhost 61470. I wonder if I can get this localhost 61470. Is this the real answer? Do I find a way to get Flutter to launch in my VS Code browser? Maybe that's what I do. All right, so I need to remove. I need to remove this. Remove. Are you sure you want to remove? Yes. All right. Cool. So I won't need this window on the side if I can figure out how to get this app to just like, oh, I can't even, oh, okay, so I can pop it out. There we go. Oh man, that's kind of cool. Ugh. Oh, that's not as cool. That is not as cool. That looks terrifying. How do I mean, at least I can test the resizing works. You think bottom works best? Let me see. You're thinking like this? I guess it kind of makes the stream a little more symmetrical, doesn't it? Here, let me move it up just a smidge. Does that look something like that, I guess? Awesome. Thanks for the feedback. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know about my vertical stream. They might be SOL. Ooh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I could put it next to my face in my vertical stream. I think the app is what I'm showing off, not my beautiful face. Okay, so let's kill this. See if I can get this into my vertical stream. Oh man, how do I do this? Alignment dot bottom. I'm not sure. Is that like a transform setting or something I can hit? Why is this not? Move this over here. And then I can add. Oh, why is this not renaming? Add a scene. Oh, wait, no, that's not what I wanted. Move. Delete. How do I? Crazy? I don't remember how to. Oh, here we go. Add source. Uh, what am I doing? I'll grab this. Add source. All right, there it is. We're getting there. We're almost there. I'm almost ready to get some work done. This is such a pain. Come on. Just got to resize it. Ooh. Oh, heck yes. Size just a smidge more. Feel like a surgeon. I gotta make sure this is pixel perfect. All right, it's snapping. All right, I can't do anything about it. It's gonna snap. Oh, the symmetry's off. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about with alignment. Is that something I can just like do I control click on both of them, and is it like PowerPoint editing? Right, hang on, this still isn't playing nice with me. Probably something I should have figured out before I started, but that's okay. Dang it! Stop snapping. All right, whatever. We're just gonna have to. We just have to put up with it, I guess. All right, I need to see what this looks like vertically. Oh, it looks horrible. No, it looks so bad. Oh gosh, I gotta fix this. That's probably a little better. Is there a way to like turn off pixel snapping on in OBS? That's really my issue. OBS disable pixel snap or edge snapping. I don't know what you would call it. Pixel snapping. You end up having to manually edit the config files to do it. These need to be a way to disable snapping. To disable pixel snapping source alignment, go to File Settings, General, locate the source alignment snapping section. Alternatively, hold Control while dragging. Oh, that's huge if true. Hold Control while dragging. I didn't do anything. It deselected. Dang it, it's just deselecting. Oh, there we go. Ooh. There we go. All right, where's my phone? We're getting this set up. All right, that looks a little better. Um, hmm. Good enough. Good enough for now. I want to get some work done. All right. So I think the big thing I want to try and figure out is how to make it more obvious that in this mode, you are targeting these guys. In this mode, these guys are targeting you. In this mode, everyone is targeted. Hey ZDev, how's it going? I'm doing pretty good. I've taken a pause on my C++ to work on my Flutter app that I've been tinkering with for like, oh man, at least a year and a half at this point. But yeah, doing pretty good. You? All right. I almost wonder if I should gray them out. Well, that's good to see. It's always good to be doing well, or as well as you can be. What do I do? So I think in this mode, I almost don't want the plus and minuses. think that's... What is it? That's the... I think that's my counter and player board. Delta down. Chord action. Oh man, I'm in the middle of my Firebase integration branch, and this is not ready. This is not ready for prime time. I guess I can kick on. I don't know what else there is I need to do actually. Because I can host a room. Oh, that's what it was. I wanted to figure out. Because right now, to host and join a room, I create a code that you copy in. But realistically, it's probably going to be tied to an account. An account that you're going to sign in via like Google or Gmail or Apple or Facebook or whatever. Because if I do that, then you have the opportunity to have like a friends list and create a game that way. So then it would be a matter of, hey, join room, and then have a list of rooms that might exist in your friends list. That might be too much work right now, though. I guess I think the code is good enough for now. Because I don't know realistically if I put this app out on the App Store, at least starting off, I can't imagine a lot of people have any interest in wanting to sign up for an account if they just want a simple life tracker app. Which means they would more likely be doing something like this by default. Okay. I think I'm probably good to commit this then. Why is my Git history not showing up? Yeah, okay. I think I'm good to get this merged. Uh, uh, merge? Oh, I did it wrong. I need to be on this branch. There we go. Let's get that pushed up. That should deploy to my website, app.edhstat.com. So we're right now on version 4.749. Okay. That's too many clicks. I think this needs to be read-only. And then have a history button up top. Which I used to have. All right, so I think I'm just gonna see what this can produce for me. I currently have an action table row as part of a current game's result. I like this, but I still need the history table itself as an option on the game page in the title bar. I can have both, but the table in the results page should be read only. Someone send something to me? You find that using all your... All right, let's see what changed. Open history page. Made it a button. Added a read-only option. That makes sense. Oh, it stored it as a variable to put in the read-only block. That's kind of cool. Propagating the read-only flag. It's probably an okay solution. Collapsible row. Widgets read-only. History page. Okay, so let me launch this again, make sure. Errors exist. Ooh, that's awkward. All right, someone is messaging me. Yes, actually, my mom's shoes did arrive. That's awesome. You remembered. I think she got them. She just texted me not too long ago. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there it is. Let's see. What time is it? It is almost 7 o'clock at about 2:30. So four half hours ago, she got them. You called it. You called it out. I grabbed some Chinese earlier, and it came with a bottle of Coke Zero. I'll say Coke Zero was a game changer. Like my family was always a Coke family. Um, not that we like had Coke at home, but we would. I played a bunch of sports growing up, so I was doing baseball and soccer a lot. And you go to a baseball field, concession stand, it was just like pop all the time. And so my family would always do Coke, and my mother would do Diet Coke, and I just like ugh, just I never enjoyed Diet Coke, and then Coke Zero became a thing, and ever since that's what I drink if I get Coke. And these days, if I ever have like regular soda, whoo, it is so like sugary and syrupy compared to the zero drinks. Oh, good. I've set up my development environment to make it a compile error if I'm not using const correctly, because I am not really a Flutter developer. I'm still kind of learning, which is why I really lean on AI for some of the ways to write it, which is always suspicious because I don't know if AI is doing it right or not. Remove an invalid const usage. Okay, cool. So let's run this. Oh no, the port changes. That's gonna screw up my. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay, we're good. All right. Okay, cool. I got the awesome. I got the history back. Okay, so if we remove life, add life, take a turn. Let's apply some commander damage to everyone. Okay, cool. And then if I come in here, this should be read only. So yeah, I can't drag on it. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Okay. And then here I should be able to undo. So if I undo 3 life, let's see, yellow's at 33. They will go down to 30. 30. Perfect. Um, except that history button should probably be next to the undo. Where is that? This should be. Oh no, is it? I might be doing this wrong. Open history page. History page. All right, when the history button is pressed, it'll open the history page. Where's the die roller? I forget what this is called. Roll dice. Dice roller. Oh, it's right here. Okay, so if we're the game tab and is not commander at bar, is that? Oh, that's why. Okay, yeah, it put it in the wrong spot. So I actually want this to go. If display list controller is life mode. Build app bar actions. What is this one? So the undo button is here. I almost think it should go there. Why is this? Oh, I'm going to have to clean this code up. Dice roller button. I think all of that can go in this. Okay. Oh, man. I don't know if that's going to work either. All of these are actions. Okay, that's not going to work either. Okay. Because I would need build app bar actions to return a list. Which is what this if statement is doing. Okay. So if I did that, except I want the history button on the other side of the die roller. So it needs to go here. There we go. Now we're cooking. All right, so now let's give everyone 10 life back, right? They've all taken 10 commander damage. Then undo it. Oh, I missed. All right. Cool. Ooh. I also want to make sure we're still on the April 7th version. Yeah, okay, so it hasn't deployed yet. Okay. So I've got the history button back. The history in here is now read-only. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna commit that, I think. Add history back to game page title bar. Make result history read only. Okay, cool. All right. So another core piece of this app, I think, is to make it a really good life tracking app by default and not have all this clutter for stat tracking. I don't think we need the stat tracking on by default necessarily. Do I turn it on by default and then allow the user to turn it off? Sometimes you might just want to play a quick game. You'll still get history, I think. It'll just be life change history. No, that's not true, because you still want to track commander damage. Maybe I can't get rid of that. So, like, they did 10 commander to me. I feel like that might get confusing. They are doing damage to me. Any of these guys could be targeting me, including myself. This makes it seem like both of us have taken 1 damage. That's not good UI UX. What do I do? Oh, actually, if target is self, maybe I get rid of these numbers entirely and it's just the plus and minus. Well, so I had these numbers in the corner to represent how much has been done to me, to whoever they're targeting. I could just make that this number, but I wonder if that still makes it confusing. So like this guy's done 5 to me. This guy has done 10 to me. But this doesn't have to happen. It could just be this number here that updates. We could try it. See what it looks like, I guess. For the action overlay, when self is selected, the other player counter values should not be displayed. Only, man, I don't remember what we call this thing. Player board. It's not player board, is it? Is it action board? Action player board? Action player board. Is it individual change? What's individual? It might be individual. Use individual to avoid counting some. Yeah, I think it's individual. Where do I use this? To total the value. And maybe this isn't it. There should be a counter. Yeah, right. When widget target mode is you. Yeah, here we go. Top left. Who is this? What is this? Player color, text value, total value. Total value. That's what we're calling it. Okay. For the action overlay, when self is selected, the other player counter value should not be displayed. Only the total value counters stay visible. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what that looks like. Oops. Didn't mean to bump the mic. All right, added a new optional show count flag. All right, let's refresh. The hot reload for a browser doesn't appear to work as good as the app itself. Okay, this might make it a little more clear as to what is happening. Ooh, except that's not right. That's just not right. When I am targeting them, they inverted it. That's not what I wanted. That's funny. Let me look at the changes actually. Maybe I can just show counter value, widget target mode, you and widget is initiating. In U mode, hide center counter values for non. Ooh. Are they using the enumerations wrong? That might be an underlying problem. You got. When the player. When you are the target. The other counter values are still visible. When they are the target, you made the counter values invisible. Is this a bug? Are you using the enumerations incorrectly based on their name? Or is something else wrong? Yeah, found the bug. The enum U is named from the initiating player's perspective. It means deal to them. Free is the self-target mode where the initiating player is the receiver. My condition, I don't know if that's right either. I don't, no, they're doing it wrong. Oh, free. Okay. Okay. So this deals damage to everyone. Them is you are dealing to do, you're choosing to deal damage to them. Self, there we go. They are dealing damage to you. There we go. I think that makes it clearer. Because you literally can't do it incorrectly now. So you can swipe forward to deal damage to them, which is I do 5 damage to green player. You can swipe towards you to have them deal damage to you. Or if they want to deal damage, they swipe towards you and do damage. So that's a little better. That's a little better. I think that, all other things considered, that's a little better. Okay, so they did 5 commander, and then if I click again, they've already done 5 to you, so you could do... Now that's kind of small. But I also don't want you to think it's... I could see this becoming a problem on smaller screens. I wonder what gesture I do to do all. Is it 2-finger swipe? Because we're missing that. I could potentially just make them buttons on this title bar too. So it's one less action. You want to do, like, it's your turn. So do you want self, them, or all? You would press it and it would immediately present this to you. And then you would have a list of all your other options you want. Because this would also give me more room for additional options. Because right now this is just life, commander, poison, damage. But maybe there's other types of damage or experience counters, that kind of thing you want to track. So that would be like, I'm going to swipe towards you to deal damage. I'm going to swipe towards me, or I can 2-swipe to do to everyone. This is tough. I think I might. I also need like 2 modes of them. It's like them, as in I can choose to deal damage to some of you, or them, I want to do damage to all of you, but not include myself. So what's the difference between them? I do damage to all of them, and them, I just choose. Mm. Well, that's another issue. This counter value shouldn't be here if them is selected. So I'm taking poison counters. I am giving out poison counters. If I'm giving out poison counters, I should be able to give Oh man, this is tough. Or no, self. I'm giving myself poison counters. I'm giving them poison counters. Now, I guess technically, I might be able to just simplify this. One gesture, one button for doing something to everyone, and then combine them and self. So it's just, hey, whatever entry you put in, no, that doesn't work. Because this is me doing damage to them. This is them doing damage to me. That's an entirely different direction. I've also seen this solved having an arrow that drags and selects. So you would like literally drag across to target a square. I don't know if that's necessarily better though. So that's doing damage to them. Well, either way, I need to get rid of this value here. When okay, that's actually good. Let me keep these changes. The them button is selected. The initiating player counter value should not be visible. Only its total value. Uh-oh. Oh, I got an issue with work. 1 second. I'll have to take care of it later. Didn't that work? Show counter value. That's the wrong one. I don't know if that's right. Action player board. Oh my gosh. I literally freaking AI, man. Oh, that's on me. Sorry. I gave you bad input. I didn't want the counter value visible. I do want the total value visible. So basically, that's going to go away, and then it's probably going to move it to wherever my counter is. There we go. All right. Progress. All right, cool. All right, so when targeting me, I am the only value we see. When targeting them, they are the only values that can be modified. Cool. And then when targeting everyone can be modified. Well, I can modify everyone. What I don't have is like life gain or life drain. So that's going to change. That's going to change things. Well, before I start digging into that, okay, so we're doing poison damage. We're going to need life drain. Life drain's going to be like, what is that called? Is that called extort? What's extort? Isn't that where you like deal 1 damage to each player and gain 1 life? That's different than drain. No, okay, so extort, you each opponent loses 1 life, you gain that much life. So that's basically drain. You cause each person to lose a life and then you gain that much life. Um this gets complicated when a player has something where it's like, hey, I can't lose life. Yeah, because I think with drain, if you have drain selected and I do this, that means they've lost a life. But then I get a +1. If I do this, they've lost a life. I get a +2. +3, +4, +5. That's a drain. And that's where I could individually drain. I do need a mode over here where I am targeting them, but applying it to everyone. Ooh, or I guess I could have a button here. Oh man, but now you're going like, hey, I gotta reach over here to hit a button. I gotta reach over here to hit a button. Oh, it's never easy. If there's a way to maybe all of these just become different damage types. Maybe there's like no, that doesn't work. Because again, I'm either targeting them or targeting me. So blue has done 10 commander to me. Red will do 3 poison to me. Now I can click poison and see that poison has happened. Like, oh, I get a poison counter. Ooh, I gotta be careful. It doesn't work that way. Because now it's saying I am doing the poison to me. Oh, that still works. Okay, so I would click here to have red deal 3 poison to me. Red wants to deal 3 poison to everyone but himself. Right now that exists. He just has to manually do it. What if, wait a minute, wait a minute. What if I bring the plus and minus button back, and when I click on these, it only applies to the targets and not myself, since I am not a target? And if I don't click this, then it's only applying to them. I feel like I might be a genius. I could be wrong, but I feel like I might be a genius. All right. So I need to add the increment buttons back to the initiating player when them is selected. The buttons, though, don't increment the initiating player's counter value. Instead, these buttons would increment all other players in the game. This means when them and commander is selected, incrementing the initiating player's counter would cause each other player to receive a commander damage. Oh, you know what? I never checked on my stream titles. I don't know if I fixed that. That'll be annoying. Yeah, that looks right. And that looks right. Hi, Trill. What are you doing? My cat's here. My cat has returned. What are you doing, buddy? Hmm? What are you doing? Ouch, don't bite me. What are you doing? You want to say hi to the stream? Huh? Ouch, don't bite me. All right. Well, he's being bitey right now. Can't really show off my cat, otherwise he'll bite my finger off. Are you sure? You don't want to say hi? You just gonna be a twerp? Huh? You just gonna be ouch. Alright, fine. You're gonna be a twerp. Now with them is selected. Alright, we'll see. Does that work? Oh, that looks like it works. Okay, so let's I'm gonna refresh this real quick. Let's start a new game. Alright. So I want to deal damage to all of them, or commander damage. So I'm gonna do 5 commander damage. So they have all received 5. So if I click on one of their status bars, it shows that I did 5 to them. So that looks like that's working. If I swipe towards me, I can now pick and choose who deals damage to me. I did -1 commander to myself. Not really a thing, but you know. Cool. So if I swipe towards them, I can deal individual damage, and then I can do more damage. Oh, this is awesome. Okay. Cool. Freaking cool. Okay. So I want to get that one committed real quick. Actually, I do want to see. Yeah. Okay. Jet Engine's back. Yeah, he's like he's in here waiting to. I'm pretty sure he wants. I fed him though, so I don't actually know what he wants. Again, like I said, sometimes he just needs me to walk him to his food bowl. You want to come up here? Huh? He's just chilling. He might just be chilling. Come on. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear him. I'm going to point my mic towards. Nope, not quite. Come here. Come on. Here we are. Say hi. They say hello. Yeah. Say hello. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to see what he wants. Probably just wants me to walk him to his food bowl. He was actually right this time. He did not have food, so I gave him a little bit of food. So that's working. While I'm thinking about it, I want to add a drain life action. Hopefully, I have set up a good scalable architecture baseline in this code base that I can give AI a couple of sentences and be like, "Oh, I know what you're talking about," and just be like, "Boom, new action, new widget, new new row in the table, new icon." I'm curious if it comes up with an icon, but I think I've put enough in there myself that it should be able to see what's already there and be like, "Oh yeah, boop." Had to check something. I think I am getting close to releasing this as a app in the App Store. I've got well, first of all, I established a company to release it under. Um, I had to register my company with the IRS so that I could register the company with Google to release this in the App Store. So I'm waiting for that registration to come back. And then I think the next step is I have to get a bunch of, I'm gonna probably just have a bunch of my friends do this, but I need to get a bunch of beta testers to run the app, make sure nothing's like broken. This is this is pretty close to the core feature is close to being done, which is literally just keeping track of life totals, which is enough. There's a lot more complex stuff I want to do with this app that is nowhere close to being done. I just realized I don't have. What's this one? Released 6 months ago, 4 days ago. No, I do have it. Why are my pets not showing up? What are we dealing with here? Now I have everything I needed. Let me implement the drain life action. Now update the registry with the new enum value definition from JSON. Something just break on me? Ooh. Action board, we're going to change all that. Now let me verify there are no errors. Cool. All right, so we have a new action called Drain Life. Should now appear. So if I refresh, surprised it's not going to have me rebuild. I might have to rebuild. Let's try a new game real quick. I'll do 4 players. Start game. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rebuild. There's Drain. Okay, so if I select Drain, I should gain 3 life. I think I would have expected this value to go up by +3. Or is that damage? Oh, man. Oh, wait, what did I just do? Drain? Yeah. Okay. So I did go up 3. So that works. So now... Drain shows up as -3 total. Which I guess kind of makes sense if it's damage. It's negative. +3 is damage, -3 is health. I might have to change this sign into a heart to represent health gain or life loss. I'm not sure. It does rightfully say I've done 1 damage to each of these guys so far. So then if I do 5 more, it goes up to 6. Shows up as damage. I don't know what to make of that. If we look at our history table, now Drain shows up. What does that show? Okay, yeah. So Drain is showing up as damage for me as well, even though it's health. So I gotta clean that up. All right, so we have a new file called Action Drain Life, which takes all of the players and adds damage to them. But then it's applying negative damage to the initiating player. And it shouldn't be damage. I think it needs to be life. Do I have a... what file is this? Action, drain, life. I have add damage, but I don't really have the concept of adding life. Because added damage just applies to a damage total. Wonder if I need to track that differently. How's it show up in my charts? Oh, I need currently the charts only work if a turn has elapsed or a round has elapsed. So life total 40, red went to 39. Is that true? That's a bug. We'll pretend we didn't see that. Life lost. These guys should have had life lost. Life gained. Damage dealt. Yeah, this is... Yeah. Okay, this isn't... This needs more work. So... Oh, brain freeze. In Magic the Gathering, damage or life loss, like causing damage or doing damage to someone causes life loss. Anything that modifies your life counts as life loss or life gain, no matter if the source is damage, life loss, something else. And I probably need to distinguish that, which means I probably need to not... I probably need to track damage, or maybe I don't track it as damage, I track it as life change. Negative life change is loss, positive life change is gain. It's probably what I'm going to have to do. And that's kind of how I'm treating it. I called it damage instead of life delta. So the issue then, right now... Oh, I lost... Oh! It didn't get applied to... Okay, so something's not adding up. Something isn't adding up. When player 1 deals 6 damage of drain to everyone, he gains 18 health. This shows up on the player board. It sort of shows up, or it shows up as an action in the history row, but the life gain doesn't actually appear to apply as a total for the turn, nor does it show up in the charts. I expect the initiating player doing drain to receive life gain and should show up in the data accordingly. My cat's back. What? I fed you. What? I fed you. Unused import action drain life. The root cause is clear. Action drain life extends action player directly. So stats services else if branch never matches it, meaning neither the life totals nor the life gain loss gets updated. The life totals represent. Okay. Oh no. What did it do? Nope, that's not the answer. Oh man. That's not how you write code. Oh. Action drain life. No, no. No. Don't do that. You need to derive action drain life from the map class like the others. Ugh. You noticed, didn't you? Yeah, and I don't know how to untilt it. Like I here, let me see if I can align it, see if it looks better. Hang on, because it does look like I'm tilted, doesn't it? Is that better? But if I'm not holding it up, it's like I'm gonna go fall down. I'm I'm on a slope. I don't know. I don't know what's doing. Oh, wait. Oh, maybe I just need someone to be bugged by it. Here, does that look better? Can't tell. Am I still a little slanted? It also might be my webcam. Let's see if I do. Ooh, my webcam's hot. I need to get a new camera. Oh my god, everything is breaking right now. All right, good. Now I'll rewrite action drain life to extend action map base, then upon blah blah blah. Remove the standalone drain life branch, handle it inside the map base for loop. Okay, I think it's doing it correctly now. Spell can be countered when you cast a spell, take an extra turn. Okay. All right, so hopefully it's not doing what I wanted it. Wait, it left it here? Oh, because it has to per target damage. I'm gonna have to actually look at that. Stats service. This is a turn data point. All right, so for each action entry, if we are life, damage, commander, poison, drain life, life gained by the initiating player after all targets are processed. Okay, so let's take a look at this again. Okay, that's just busted. I might have to rebuild. Yeah, let's rebuild. What is this? All right, so drain life. I should gain 30. Puts me at 70. Let's do a round. There's plus 30, but it's not showing up in the total. It's showing up in the charts. There we go. Okay, so it showed up there. Everyone else went to 30. So no one is showing life loss per round. No, that's not true. They lost 10 in the first round. Okay, cool. I might need to put a round 0 here, so this isn't just like a straight line. Damage dealt should be 30. Perfect. Cool. I think that's looking good. The only issue is I would expect to see these totals appear here. So if I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 1. Okay, those show up. This life loss, life gain. So if I do drain. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. Okay, yeah, so the drain totals are not appearing in the row. I think I am going to need to run an update on this code base so that anytime I add a new action, you don't just get these like massive branching if else statements. Because this almost feels like polymorphism could solve this problem. And I'm pretty certain Dart can do polymorphism. Pretty certain. It would make adding additional actions in the future easier. Okay. So now, okay, now the drain life totals are showing up. Yes. Okay, so that's showing up as damage. So there's damage. Man. I don't think I need to summarize damage. I really got to think about that one. So we have life, we have drain. Yeah, this isn't. At first glance, this looks like, oh, green player gave me +5 life. But no, green player did -5 life. I think for the perspective of making this table simpler, we don't show. Okay, this sounds like a different commit, so I'll do that later. All right. Implement life drain action. All right. I am going to sick Claude Opus on this code base and see if it can clean up my action implementation to be a little bit more polymorphic and reduce a bunch of if-else statements. Because that's getting out of hand really quick. So what I think I'll do is I'll set it on plan. I am starting to observe some low quality code implementation around the actions in this code base. A lot of if else statements are being created to handle all of the different action types. This is causing numerous files to be modified anytime I want to create or update an action. I can't help but wonder if there is a better solution to make this code more maintainable. Does polymorphism make sense in this context, or possibly some design pattern? Can you review the code base and come up with a plan to improve code maintenance? I always spell maintenance wrong. Maintenance. Can you review the code base and come up with a plan to improve maintenance? Ooh, I wonder if my app's been updated on the website yet. Oh yeah, we've been updated. We are now live on April 9th. We have history, which I guess it's okay to be there. We could start a game. We should not be able to host a room, or it should fail. Okay, it fails. Failing is good, because I don't have my database up. Problem areas. If else chains that need updating for each new action. Yeah. This is all common design problems that we should avoid if we can. Remember, if you ever find yourself writing a bunch of if else statements in honestly any kind of code, I would start to second guess the implementation. Only when I'm trying to like get something out the door do I ever just write a bunch of if else statements. Ooh, we got something. What do we got here? All right, so 4 phases. Add polymorphic methods to action classes. Add contribute to stats to action map base. New abstract method that each subclass implements. Move the stats accumulation logic currently in stats service compute into the action classes themselves. Each subclass implements how it updates the net damage, commander damage, poison action, accumulation, life loss gain, damage dealt accumulators. Add get summary contributions to action map base. Returns the total, it looks like. Add value, color, semantics. Create enum. Positive is good, positive is bad, neutral. Add a field to each action definition. Replace deserialization switch. Replace from JSON switch with map string functions. Static map of becomes a one-liner. Update consumers. Refactor stat service compute. Replace 40-line if-else chain with single contribute to stats call. Refactor collapsible turn row. Okay, this should reduce a bunch of code, I think. Run, analyze, playtest each type. After refactoring, add new action type checklist. Create action. Class extending. All right, go. I like it. Oh, this is my website. Whoops. This is what I wanted. It's like, why is my drain life not there? So we have drain life. We have damage. Do I need damage? Do I just do life change? And count it as damage? So like, oh hey, I'm doing 5 damage to you. I'm doing 5, because that's like any, if I can reduce the number of buttons being pressed. Well, I might want to track life loss and damage separately, just from a stats perspective. I keep forgetting that. So I do want to collect all the metrics of a game of Magic. Just because it's fun. And I'm spiteful. I want to be able to point to the data that shows that my friends always target me. Have you ever been so spiteful that you, especially in a game of Magic the Gathering, that you get fed up and spend the next 2 years developing a mobile app to track all the stats of your game to prove your spite? All right, that's a big chunk of code removed. That's good. But really, we're just moving that chunk to different files, but at least it's tied to the file now. All right, when I start to see something like this, that makes me think I need another object. Oh. I need another object to track. Because this is mapping like player ID, like source to target. So I could make this a single object with these fields on it. And then you're just passing one map with an int and that object. And if I do that, then if I need to add more stats to that object, I can just add it to the object. I don't have to go in and add another parameter to all these functions. So that's the next thing I need to fix, I think. That's too much. All right, so adding a new action type now requires creating the class with these functions plus one line additions to the enum, registry definitions, deserialization map, widget factory, no if-else hunting. Okay. I definitely need to show the life totals on this page. Add that to the list. All right. So what did I want to look at? All right. I'm seeing that the contribute to stats functions require a large list of maps. I can't help but wonder if this is another pain point. Anytime I need to add a new stat to track, I have to add a new map to the parameter list. I mean, it's going to agree with me, but partially because I know what I'm talking about. Would it make sense to create some type of stats object that contains all of the different stats being tracked? Then we could either pass the object as a whole through these functions, or a map int or a map int stat. No, I'm thinking then we would either pass the object as a whole through these functions or a stats collector. Collector? Collection? Stats collection. Summary? Stats summary. Then it's not really a summary. What is it? It's it's the collective of all the stats being tracked. What do you call that? What do you call a collection of stats being tracked? Data? Is it just data? Metrics. A collection of data set. Stats set, stat data set, metrics, analytics, dashboard. That's no. Data set, complete collection. Maybe it's a data set, stats, data set. What are your thoughts, as if it has any? Of course, I make a great point. It's like I've done this before. Good call. You're right. That passing 7 named maps is just moving the problem. A stats accumulator class is the clean fix. Adding a new stat means adding one field to the accumulator instead of updating every method signature. Let me check the current state of the files first, then implement. Accumulator was what I was looking for. I knew there was a word. All right, I'm going to use the bathroom. Be right back. Accumulator. Come on, man. All right, I'm back. Flutter, analyze, go. All right, I want to see this stats accumulator. It's net non-commander damage received per player. Okay, so this is everything. Net damage. Reset turn deltas. All right, so now adding a new stat category. For example, energy accumulation means adding one field to stat accumulator. Okay. I think that's a little better. So then the action player, no. It's a stat service, isn't it? Okay, so stats accumulator for players of IDs. Oh, cool. So, okay, so I love seeing code reduction. It is the best. Okay. So I'm going to restart my game to make sure, or my app. Hang on. Why is VS Code saying? Okay. All right, now I'll do it. Hit play. All right, so we start a new game. No one does anything the first turn. They just draw a card, play a land. But now someone's playing red, so they're gonna do 1 damage to everyone. Boom. All right, continue. All right, so green's going to go, and they didn't do anything. No one's really doing anything on the second turn either. Now green, who has their commander in play, is going to do 3 commander to red. Cool. Carry on. Blue, who is playing black, my favorite color, is going to do an exsanguinate, which is at this turn 3, they might do it for 2. So they'll gain 6 life, putting them at 45. Good, good. Cool. Yellow's playing poison and is a jerk, so is going to apply poison to me because they're a jerk. If you play poison, you're a jerk. Okay. And let's take a look at our history. Okay, so it's treating it as damage. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to get that cleaned up. That's not a big deal. I can do that later. But this appears to be working. I click on poison. I can see that yellow's done 2 poison to me. Click on commander. I can see that green has done 3 poison to me. All right, so that looks good. I think it's safe for me to say I have added, or no, I'm cleaning up. Okay, clean up action APIs to improve to enable adding new actions easier. All right, what do I want to do next? We're getting to a point here where I think, oh, I know something I need to do real quick, which I think I remember how to do. It's been, I think, over a year since I've done this. But I need to add layout options for a 5-player game. Because right now, this is the only layout option I support. Oh my gosh, it's been a while since I've touched this. I think it's under, is it a widget? What did I even call this? I think I called it layout something. Layout, player. Yeah, turn table grid. That's what it is. Yep, here it is. Okay. So for arrangement, let's see. I have arrangement 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to add another arrangement called bookend. Okay, so this is called all right, so this is arrangement 5 bookend. What? Oh, okay. Cool. And then arrangement 5. Let's see, what is this? Arrangement 5. So with arrangement 5, I'm going to need. Oh. Is my app set up to support this kind of layout? Because I'm going to need 3 of these squares in a column and then 2 squares in another column. So I only need. Do I need 1 row? Ooh. Oh no. I didn't set my code up to work that way. It expects you to define rows and then a number for the number of columns in that row. So like row 1 for me would be 2. 2. Wrap. Wrap. Crap. Table grid expects. Okay. I wonder if there's something I can do. Table grid supports all these different arrangements, which are explicitly defined to work a certain way. Crap, man. For this solution, I need 2 columns that define a number of rows. But this is row that defines a number of columns. Frick. So I need to have something that toggles this. Or no, this is rows. So I need something. Frick. Can I make it optional? If I make rows optional, so that for this one, it's going to be columns. Because what I really want is columns. It's not really going to work either. Because a row would define the number in that column. So I would need columns, and then it would define the number in that column. Okay, so yeah. So I'd have columns, and then in one column I'd have 3, and in another column I'd have 2. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. I don't even know if I would need any flex. I think it would just be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. So then the first seat would be east. The second seat would be west. The third seat would be west. The fourth seat would be west. And then the fifth seat would be east. And then the seat order would be 0, 1, 2. Would it just be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4? I don't know if that's right. Because I forget how this ordering goes. Let's take a look at the other one. So for the current one, which is what we're looking at, it's 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 1, 4, 2, 3. 0, 1, 4, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2. I don't remember. I'm going to have to mess with that one. Okay. So I'm going to define the API I want and then be like, hey, can you make this work? I added a new arrangement in table grid called arrangement 5 bookend. The problem is I need to lay this arrangement out differently than the other layouts, the other arrangements. I actually need to put my seats. Is that what I'm calling them? I guess. In columns instead of rows. I defined the bookend or the arrangement 5 bookend with the API I would expect to work. I think this means rows and columns parameters can be optional, and depending on which one is defined will generate the widgets. Oh, hey, what are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Why are you in here? Hey, get in here. What do you want? I fed you. I have witnesses now. They saw that I fed you. Well, they heard me say I fed you, so I guess they didn't see that it happened. They're just kind of having to take my word for it. Yeah. All right. Let's see if it does what I think it was going to do. So it has a build function container, build seats. He wants more. Yeah, you're probably right. Or he wants out in the garage. Oh, he's looking at me. All right, I talked to him. I'll be right back. What a twerp! You're such a twerp. Well, Z-Dev, you were absolutely correct. He wanted more. That one's on me. Okay, so my arrangement 5 bookend with columns 3, 2 will produce 2 columns, the first with 3 seats stacked vertically, the second with 2. Okay, that's what I wanted. Okay, let's see if that did anything. So if I go to new game, might have to rebuild. I wonder, I might have to turn on the widget layout too. I don't know if it knows to render. Dang it. Okay, so I have to, where is that? That's the arrangement selector. The problem with working on a code base for so long is some of the stuff you've done early on, you just literally don't remember where you put it. There should be code somewhere that lets me build these little widgets. I don't. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Do I remember? It's like a layout or something. Oh, it's the table grid layout. That's literally what I was just defining. So wait a minute. Why is this not work? Basic layout, table grid, seat direction. I need to see where I am defining this. Control Shift F, table grid. Actually, let's just call it table grid. Action overlay, game page, arrangement selector. This might be it. player count arrangement. Do I need to add my arrangements? There's an arrangement button. I think that's what these are. Player count. So that's me hitting 5. Oh, wait a minute. Only show arrangement selector for 4 and 6 players. Ha! That's a terrible line of code that I totally did not write. No one saw this. So really what I should probably do here is something more along the lines of, hey, if an arrangement is defined or not, I'm guessing. Or if more than one arrangement is defined. So how do I do that? More than one arrangement gets defined if this thing right here, it's table grid arrangements. Ooh, but I made it private. Oh no, there's a property right here, arrangement. No. No. That's the arrangement you pass in. Standard. So I might need to make this public. I make it public. I pass in the player count. And if there's more than one arrangement. Oh wait, there's multiple arrangements either way. Oh crap. Dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Hmm? What's going on? Hmm? What are you doing? What? Doing out in the garage? Hmm? What? What? What are you doing? You're ridiculous. You're ridiculous. Hmm. All right, come on. Jeez. If I keep ignoring him, he's just gonna start attacking all my rugs. Okay, so I see the problem. What if I just So there we go. But you also get it for this, but now it's like, oh, it's literally the only option you have. I could leave one of these here though. So then I could say something like I could do something like if Oh, that doesn't look right. That looks right. That doesn't look right. I'm gonna have to fix that. Wonder if the code changes that were just applied broke that. Gosh, what do I do? I actually think it would be beneficial to have this here so that the player knows what these values mean. But I only need one of them. I only need them if I think I have to make this public. Can I make this public? Does Dart let you do that? Table grid dot arrangements. Okay, so I get rid of this. And now here what I do is say if table grid dot arrangements I need to get the arrangement first. So let's do final arrangement equals table grid arrangement, which is player count selected. And then I say if arrangement dot no. What am I trying to do? This is if selected is bookend. I need to compare the standard to the bookend. So I need arrangements, plural. I need to not grab selected. And then I need to do if arrangement dot bookend does not equal, and this needs to be plural. Something like that, I think. Does that work? Okay. Now that obviously can't be unconditionally invoked because the receiver can be null. Try making the call conditional. What is that, like this? Okay. If they are not equal, show this. Let's refresh, see if that's enough. I might have to rebuild. There we go. All right, so for 1, 2, and 3, it just shows the 1. 4, 5, and 6, it'll show the differences. Cool. And that may change down the road if I end up defining more layout types. But that looks good. That looks terrible. That looks terrible. So something changed in the table grid. Well, before I get to there, let's see what this actually does. I got that wrong. They are facing the wrong direction. All right, so for arrangement 5, this needs to be... That one's actually right. That one's right. So what is it doing? It's going east, west. This needs to be east. This needs to be east. This needs to be west. Oh, I got that way wrong. Okay. This needs to be east. This needs to be west? Oh my god. East, west. Guess and check until it works. There we go. All right. So when I hit next, oh, we already got it wrong. Okay. So that immediately went to 1. Okay, so if I hit next again, that's 2. That's 3. That's 4. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the actual order needs to be 0, 1, 2, 3. So 0, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 2, 1. 2, 1. All right. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What did I do wrong? All right, I need to get it to... Okay. I need a debug display that shows the player IDs so I can do this correctly. Okay, so that's 0. So I just need to guess and check until I get him to go there, I guess. 0, 2. Can I get 2 of them laid out? All right. Oh. Okay. Okay, that's not right either. Okay, so let's try 0, 4. 0, 3. Ooh, we're getting close. I think I need to swap these two. Doo doo. That's... I need to get green up here. 0, which... Wasn't paying attention. I don't know what number green is. Is that not... Did I not try all of them? 4... No. 1... 3. Okay, so that's 1 and 3. I need to get... Alright, this isn't actually doing what I thought it was doing. Okay, that worked. Okay, so 0, 4... Blue. I need to get blue. It's blue. 1, 2. No. What? Oh, I'm doing it wrong. It's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. But the colors are tied to a player ID. Oh my god. This is complicated. 0 is player 1. I need player 2 to be in 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. I don't know. I think it's just going to be guess and check until I get it right. Ooh, we're so close. Oh, we're so close. 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. So 4 and 3 need to be swapped. Oh, let's go. All right. All right. So I'm going to start a new game and make sure a round occurs properly. So we're on round 1. We're on round 2. Nice. Okay. And this should still work. Nice. Okay. I need to check out these weird layouts. Oh yeah, that's weird. Okay, so the sizing ratios, the flexes have changed. That's for seat 4? Yeah, that's something the AI did to me. After your changes, some of the flex sizing is no longer behaving as expected for the arrangements that define rows. Can you see if there is an issue? I gotta change this icon too. Ooh, I could make it a... Do I make it a panel, like a slide out panel instead? That way when you press this button, the options are like near where you press the button. Maybe that's what I do. That might make a little more sense. Oh, hey, okay, it got fixed. Let's see if that's true for all of them. Okay, that looks good. The flex index now captures the cumulative seat index before each row's seats are generated, matching the original behavior where flex was indexed by seat position, not row position. Okay. Implement new layout option for 5 players. I've been playing with the new game. What is this called? From the perspective of a user, I have to press this button, then move my finger to the bottom of the screen to select an option. I wonder if it wouldn't be better to use a sliding panel on the same side as the button and have the uh, I don't know what you call these. New local game host. Have the new game buttons be up at the top. What do you think from a UI UX perspective? Probably going to agree with me. It always does. My instinct is solid. The current flow has a classic Fitz law problem. The trigger, top left icon button, and the target's bottom sheet are at a maximum distance from each other. On a phone held one-handed, that's an awkward thumb journey. That's what she said. Especially since this is a game tracker where you're likely tapping frequently in quick succession. A side panel, drawer or sliding panel, anchored to the left would be better for several reasons. Proximity to trigger, Fitz law. Larger, closer targets are faster to hit. A side panel's items naturally stack top down near the trigger versus a bottom sheet that forces a full screen traverse. Thumb reachability. Okay. Practical suggestions for implementations. Use Flutter's built-in drawer on the scaffold or a custom slide-in panel if you want more control. Place the high-frequency items at the top. Keep the room info items lower. Can you implement this side panel using the drawer? I'm gonna need to throw this on my phone here soon just to make sure everything's behaving. Do I have a cable for it? I do. Uh, aha. Ooh, will it reach? Ba-doop, ba-doop. App USB, transferring files. Ba-doop. Okay. You know, at some point, if I want to start marketing this, probably gonna need to have some good videos made. Wonder how much that would cost. Pretty penny, I would assume. I don't trust my own video editing skills. Someone shine a light, cruising by the feel in me. Life and shatter me. Oh, you're back. Oh, that is so much cleaner. Look at that. Boom, buttons. Boom, buttons. New game. Boom. Start. Boom. Oh, this is so great. Close, cancel. I'm gonna have to figure out the performance on this slide. How much do you have to pay for a developer account to Play Store? I think it's 25 bucks for like a Google Play Store. I think it's $100 for Apple. And for me, because I'm trying to build this like as a separate company, I actually had to, and I'm in the process of this now, but I had to register my company with the IRS to get a employer identification number, which I mean I would need if I ever wanted to hire other developers. But I needed that in order to get what is called a DUNS number. What was that called? A DUNS number? A DUNS? DUNS? Is it DUNS? A data universal numbering system managed by Duns and Bradstreet used to establish business credit files, verify company legitimacy, and enable partnerships. So I have to register my company with the IRS so that I can get that number. And then once I have that number, I can register my company with Google to sell my app. I think if you were doing it as an individual, I don't think you need any of that, but I think you still need like 25 bucks to create a developer account. I'm I'm not an expert. You're watching me kind of learn this as I do it because I've never done this before. And it's like I said, I've been working on this app for like 2 years, so it's only until more recently that it's like becoming more of a reality of like, oh, a lot of these features are starting to come together and it's starting to feel like a real app. Like doing something like this, oh, that feels so good. Boom, boom, boom. All without having to move your thumb. I think that's huge. Simple, but huge. All right, so I got that. Uh, you know what? There's a lot of. I wonder if this can be cleaned up, actually. I noticed a bunch of changes being made in the EDH stat body for this sliding panel. This feels like it should be a separate widget. Ooh, don't ever forget. I do want to install this on my phone real quick to make sure it's kosher. What's this say? Transcode exported video. I don't need that. Hmm. Oh man, look at all that. That's a bunch of code getting removed. I knew that should have been a separate file. All right. Flutter build APK, go. I might have to download and install Android Studio unless, yeah, okay. Crap. Okay. Download Android Studio Panda 3. What is Panda 3? Sure. It's the first download button on the page. I assume that means that's what I want. Oh, I just realized I don't have download progress in this browser. I'm sitting here waiting. Did it download? I think it's still downloading. It's still downloading. That's funny. It doesn't. Do you want to code to open? No, I just want to show me my download progress. Add element to chat. No. Huh. Alrighty. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. Really appreciate you stopping by. All right, Android Studio is downloaded. I need to get that installed so I can build it for my phone. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? What? What are you doing? They said goodbye. What? What are you doing? Trill? What are you doing? I'm not a fan of the game controller button to start a new session. I need something that is more indicative of starting something new. Right, I think that's fine. Hey, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. What do you want? All right. I don't know if anyone's out there, but if you're there, I'll be right back. My cat's being a twerp, if you will. Come on. All right. I am back. Um, where are we? I just got done installing Android Studio. It's building an APK so I can test it on my phone. Can I just straight up run adb install from here? Guess I can try. Oh, that's a lot of red. I'm sure that's fine though. Hmm, interesting. That's kind of cool. Kind of cool. Ooh, this takes a sec to build. Takes a second to build. I think another thing I need to add for this app sooner than later is the ability for players to customize their board. Okay, it built. So if I do adb install, what happens? Is it going to push it to my phone? Ooh, adb is not recognized. Okay, so I'm just going to have to manually copy it for now. What am I doing? What am I doing? Build directory, app, outputs, APK, release, APK, copy, paste it to my phone, copy, replace. Then we're going to go to files on my phone. A, B, C, D, E, files. Go to my downloads folder, click on it, install. Scan the app to make sure I didn't add any viruses. Install. Install. All right, installed. Oh my god, I have like 3 copies on my phone now. Is this isn't the copy. This is old. That's so weird. Nope, this is the website version. Third time's a charm. Boom. Oh, look at this. Look at this. It's on my phone. Check it out. I'm an Android developer. Let's go. And if let's see, I hit the plus, boom, boom. I can cancel, boom, boom, boom. Oh man, I kind of want to. How do I do this? UI. I want to be like UI UX in action. What's the best way to? Oh gosh, I want to do something cool here. Let's see. Flutter build Windows. I definitely want to record on my phone, send it to my friends. UI UX in real time. That's awesome. That's so cool. I don't care who you is. Sometimes programming is a lot of freaking fun. I don't care who you is. I need to change this to Flutter, Windows, run. Oh, I just realized no one's going to be able to see this. All right, I'll do it in the browser. It's not as fun. Whatever. All right, you want to see UI UX in action? Boom, 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 boom. UI UX in action. Awesome. It's the little things that make a that make a difference. All right. Let's I think let's get this committed then. And I think with that, this is a good stopping point. Add update new session button. All right, for those who hung around or stopped by to take a peek, I appreciate you doing so, and I will catch you next time. Bye.